Welcome, everyone, to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense will take the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. On 3rd down, going up top. He finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So FIU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized.
He's going to go for a big one. Touchdown, Panthers, and they jump on top.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Louisiana Tech 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Flips it out in the flat. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make any.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. First down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Sharp. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. With the catch, it's Hart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Pryor. Works the middle of the field. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using his legs, it's sharp. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, FIU. What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
He'll bring it out. It's Huff. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt.
They're intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You've got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Game of 2. 2nd down going up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got his man quickly.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the fly motion. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Pryor. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Good, solid tackle.
No, you got to be aggressive here because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? On the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flipping forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking to throw for it. quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6-4 points. Winding up to add another.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking deep. And the ball is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Handoff to the fullback. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
This one's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air, it's Evanson. Quickly complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Complete with conviction on the crosser. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Looking to throw, it's Evanson. Lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, FIU.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So if the offense doesn't want to take a chance here, they'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
At the 45 on its way. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now improvising. Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He leaves it with his back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hauser. Still running at the 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Shakes off the defender.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Able to pick it. For a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
From the shotgun, the inside give. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Slide 22, 42, Spider.
On the run, it's Sharp. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's right on target. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Pryor. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll give it to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Now on 2nd and goal.
Green 25.
He'll put the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Touchdown, Florida International! And the pummeling has started. There's nothing like seeing the hardest working guy on the offense get in for 6.
The big physical guy that blocks 99% of the time. You don't give him the ball very often. Reward the big fella for blocking his tail off. Gotta like that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Picks up 6. First down for your Bulldogs.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Jordan. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why
it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been... execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Make some noise, get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's 3rd down.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42.
Jackrabbit.
Looking downfield, it's Pryor. They'll run the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Panthers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Panthers. And the route is on. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Ball State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll bring it out. It's Huff. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Third down coming up after that completion. They're going to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
29 Philly. 2 touchdowns.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man quickly. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down on 27.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Okay, ready.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He makes the connection. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Louisiana Tech, 17.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense set for a first down play.
Check. Set. Hut.
They'll run it to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU set up with another first down.
Easy.
Right back to the well.
carrier is the running back. He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Green 25.
Now he's looking to throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
On the double.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The back goes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Afterburner's coming. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting day. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll try the run. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's wrong. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone.
Yankee blue.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish. Now they have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are...
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
At the 25-yard line. First down for the Bulldogs.
One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.